What up, Patroneers? So, doing out the box reactions to my Thundercats statues. Now I'm going to do all of them together to say the thing. Also, I'm going to keep looking at the wrong spot because the camera is here to actually have the power cord plugged in. I had to do something strange, so maybe I'll just do that number. So, I'm going to start with, of course, Lionel. That's where you begin. There's a bigger purpose to this unboxing. And if you saw the picture, I'm redoing the cave. So one thing that I need to do is make sure I have room for the full display of these guys together. Because to me, I don't feel the need to have them like stacked, so to speak. So it makes sense for me if they are compact enough when together in a group to have them as such. Oh, okay. So he's in styrofoam. That's good, not just clamshell plastic. But of course, Lino / Snarf are heavy because they have a big vase. Okay. So the other thing here is to determine if these guys are worth the money because they are expensive. Lino alone is like nearly 300 bucks. And when you start getting into that kind of money, especially from what seems to be a fairly new company like Iron Studios is, you start wondering, it's like, hey, is this as premium as they're selling it? Or are they just overcharging you for the brand? Also, this is like so supremely sealed. I'm digging it. Oh, I got a keyed area here. That's good. Now, I know that it lights up and stuff like that. If I open this up and it is just fucking like PVC plastic, I'm gonna be upset. Okay. Because like PVC is like the garbage. Actually, you know what? I'll do it this way. I'll do it laying down. Wow, this blade is so sharp, it's cutting right into the styrofoam. Okay, so Lionel is free. Oh, I was right. He does come in pieces. The base is super heavy. Smells of paint, for sure. Oh my god. Okay, so the cat's layer head, which is this, is... Oh, that's polystone. That's... yeah. Okay. Holy jeez. Look at this thing. Yeah, so not PVC. Okay, so premium, yes. Paint could be just a little bit better, but I like it. Let's see here. Cover for a battery. One thing it doesn't tell me is what batteries I need. That sucks. Ah. It doesn't really have a cover for that. It's just this little dealy. Maybe there's instructions somewhere, but either way, that's fantastic. And he does have a couple little cutouts there. I say it. Come on, sit flat, buddy. All right, let's see how this Lionel is. So also not PVC. This is metal, so he's got a die cast thingy there. Oh, the sculpt looks fantastic. Man, look at this. That is sick. Even the little, I forget what the camera is, things there. Wow, that's cool. Where is the fucking sword? Oh, okay, it's over here. So I think it was meant to be down there. Or I opened it backwards. Okay. I was scared for a second there that sword was going to be missing. This is like delicate, so I'm being careful. And I assume it's metal, but I have no way to know. I mean, this is like the key thing, right? Oh, no, it's plastic. Oh, look at that. A sick puppy. One side's round, one side's hollow. Okay. When I say hollow, I mean one's convex, one's concave. Is it keyed? boy. Like that. Yes. All the yes. Look at that. Okay. So 1 foot. Hold on. You guys can't see this. Okay, so it's got a big hole right here. And whoa, hey, that's magnetized. Okay. So there's definitely die cast in there. As it is. That is fantastic. It is a problem that I have no idea what the batteries are. There's 0 instructions. Okay, so let's get a little Snarfy Snarf out. Oh, that looks awesome. Look at the eyes on him. It's focusing on the background. Okay, so let's see here. Snarfy Snarf. Paint looks good. Little scuff there, but that's okay. Oh, that looks so good. And yeah, there's die casting in there for sure. Okay, so he's got a key on that foot and another key on this foot. So let's see here. Oh yeah. Look at this. That is so damn good. Alright, so the on and off switch is underneath, which kind of sucks. I wish they'd put it in the back. But this is obviously meant to be seen in the round because they didn't skimp on the backside at all. That is so fantastic. I need to find out how the batteries work. Oh, that literally says bottom. I opened it upside down. That's funny. Okay, so that said top. I'm an idiot. So that's at top, that's at bottom. Okay, so there's Lion-O. No instructions whatsoever. Iron Studios, might have to like message them and find out, because I feel like it's going to be like a stack of 3 batteries that of everything. So it says limited edition, but it doesn't tell you how many they're limited to. Okay, so let's move on. We'll do Tigra next. Okay, I had it right the first time. So, as far as I know, only Lion-O and Wile E. Kid, Wile E. Cat light up. So I need batteries for both of those. And so yeah, I was in the Christmas video, I was wondering if the whip is going to be super fragile. Okay, so that's the bottom, this is the top. So the different Thundercats cost different amounts because the statue is different sizes. Presumably also for styrofoam. So each one has a base. It'd be cool Panther was like on the Thunder tank. Oh, Jesus Christ. This weighs like 3 pounds. Okay, so, you know, Iron Studios, Tigra on the bottom. So yeah, this is another part of the Cat's lair. So of course the Cat's lair thing is not to scale, as it were. Also, I don't think there's like a very specific, like, certain parts key into certain areas. So what I'm gonna base my decision on when it comes to how I have them displayed is gonna be the, oh yeah, there's the whip, I gotta be careful. Is there anything on the other side? What's gonna base it on is how close I get them together and they still look good. There's a picture of them, especially from Lion-O's, I believe, online, that shows an orientation of all 5 together. It does suck they don't have a Jaga in the background. That would be kind of cool, like a big like translucent Jaga above them in the background. Okay, so Tigra, looking good, my man. So one of my favorite episodes way back when, oh yeah, he's only got 1 foot going on, was Tigra Centric. It's when he went through the tunnel of time and started aging super fast, and they had to figure out how to do it, and they had to like flying flying snakes. Oh, this is like semi-rigid, but I think it's plastic with wire, if I had to guess. I hate the fact that I have to put the whip in his hand. I wish they had done that on their own. I need to know roughly how it's going to go. Okay, so it's painted nicely. Check the clearance for getting it in the hand. Feels like it's going to be a little tight. I wish they had molded the hand and then they could just put it on. I don't like doing this. Yeah, it's a little tight. That's definitely going to scrape paint. Oh yeah, it scraped off some stuff. Actually, it scraped off the hand, not the whip. That's interesting. Okay, so they've got it where he's basically doing this number, which is kind of cool. All right, so let's plug him into the base. They even mold it to the foot so you can see how it goes. So that's pretty epic. Once again, the base is super heavy, like really friggin' heavy. So I'm definitely not concerned with that going anywhere in and of itself. So that shows, hold on, let me look at the, okay, so that shows that kind of coming around and behind him like that. So maybe I can bend it a little. It feels like I can bend the whip a little. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just how it is. I don't know. If I can do that. Get it a little tighter. Like somewhere in there. Either way, so that looks pretty badass. Hold on, let's bring it down. Like that. So far so good. Moving on. Gonna go into sure don't use any of the plastics. Don't care about desiccants. So this is one of those cases where I do not ever throw away boxes because these have the styrofoam containers that make sure your expensive ass statues don't get broken. So all of these are going in storage. Okay, so Panthro. Panthro is definitely my favorite. He was always a badass. He was smart. New Panthro from the 2011 series, which I was a big fan of, and I really wish they had actually finished that instead of canning it. See, also the height matters because some of them are higher than others. Okay. So I think when I talked to Joe KW yesterday, he was wondering if they were too expensive for their size. So the way I look at it, a lot of these guys buy 1/6 or 1/4 statues for $1,000, $1,500. This is 1/10 scale, so obviously smaller. And each one, let's call it an average of a little under 200, about 180 a piece. So ultimately, if you look at it as one big 1/10 scale statue for, you know, less than $1,000 combined. Where's his base? Oh, this is weird. They put his base under him. Okay, so let's get the Panthro. I do wish this had come with instructions in any way, shape, or form. They're just hoping that you're not a moron. Oh, this is cool. And also, some of Panthro's coolness is inherent to the fact he uses nunchucks, which I have right here. Check him out. Check out my Panther guy. And those spikes are sharp. And he looks good. Little crud right there on the chest. Just dust. Okay. And he does even have these tiny little ties for his leg straps. That's cool. Okay, so let me get his base out of here. Actually, let me get his. Oh, geez. Okay. So I have to piece together his nunchucks. His cat chucks. Come on. And these are tiny and delicate. And they're plastic, so that's one thing. Okay, so there's the blue side. Which appears to have a round handle. See, the thing is, there's a good amount of flashing. Makes me concerned. Okay, so there's that. And so it means you have to hold one end of it. Dang it. It's so small I can't get it out. Like, I have a spudger. I just literally can't get a finger in there to get it out. Okay. So, this end. Okay, so they did make it to where one end is like keyed differently than the other. Sort of. Stress the sort of. Okay, which end is he supposed to hold? I don't know. Okay, get all the silica out. As much as I love my desiccants. This one seems strange that they would package it this way. Where the base is like back here. Oh, this seems odd. Being a little less precious with the tape cutting. Oi. Oops, more silica. Do not eat. Throw away. Okay. So there's that. This one isn't as heavy. It's not a huge base. Okay. So that's got like one of the claws for the cat's lair for sure. Look at that. That's pretty good. Panthro, 1/10 scale, Thundercats. It's a scratch right there, but it's on the bottom. Who cares? So let's get his feeties plugged. Ah, it's pointy. Okay, so he's gonna go in this way. Magnetized foot. That's good. There we go. So that's what I want to see. So his is a much lower statue. So he would obviously need to be up near the front. So when I'm thinking about displaying this, I have to consider how wide they'll be together and then how deep they'll be together as well. Okay, so yeah, I have to get one of the things through there. Where's this box? I can check to see which one he's supposed to be holding. Red or blue. Okay, so he's holding the red one. Alright. Oh, I guess, because there was no direction on which way that goes. I gotta look at it. Let me see, do I even have it assembled right? Okay, so he's holding it this way. The chain should be going the other way. So, kind of like that. I guess I can just rearrange it however I need to. So that's part of the customization, as it were. So I can, it's probably gonna be a little easier than Tigra. A little bit. It's a very tight fit though. Okay. So that goes in that way. I'm trying to figure out if the chain is the same in both directions. Can't tell. Okay, I do think it is supposed to go the other way. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So if I do it like this, then have the claw facing inward. Yeah. Let's try that. Yeah, I think the claws or the chain is the same forward and back. So it almost doesn't matter. So, there he is. And that, to me, that looks less silly than the, like, spinning one that comes with the figure. So, for a lot of those who would ask why I would buy the statues instead of the figures, the way I look at it, a case of 4 figures, I think it is $160 some odd. And you're going to end up with some figures you may not even want. Or some characters, I should say. But then you have accessories to deal with, extra hands, extra weapons, all these other things. And then all you're going to do is pose them on a shelf and make them look really cool. This has no extras. It's already posed. And it can just go on a shelf. Good to go. So that's why I went with these. They are more expensive. But to me, it makes more sense to have these guys. Okay, so moving on. Let's get the Panthro box back together. Okay. And then, of course, I have to redo all these. So, Cheetah. She's one of the lighter ones, I'll say that much. Her base is really low and small, so... Okay. She's got another... She's like Panthro, she has a hidden base underneath. Which I guess, logistically makes sense. So let's pull that out. Oh yeah. She definitely has the smallest base out of anybody. I mean, tiny little thing here. Just some rocks and some vines and shit. I'm sure there'll be little magnets embedded there. And look, there's even a spot for her pole to rest. That's funny. Staff? Okay, so that's the bottom. Let's see how the speedy girl looks. Have I just not mentioned how awesome Thundercats was? I mean, you had a reluctant leader who was a child, and while in cryo sleep, he accidentally grew up. There was something wrong with his chamber. So he grew physically, but not mentally. So he still had teenager, 10-year-old, thoughts and values. And because he was the next king, which, by the way, I don't remember them ever showing off other Thundercats, if I'm honest, like his dad and stuff like that. Oh, interesting. There's more base. Oh. Okay, whoa. Oh, okay, so they didn't give you a 2-part base. So this keys into there. I didn't realize there was an extra hole. That's what he said. Oh, okay. So I was wrong. That was not for the pole. That was for this tall can, and that is in there. That is magnetized. So to me, far more premium of a statue than I've had so far. Like I said, all the statues I currently have are all PVC or something to that degree. There's her stick. If I remember correctly, that's very much like Goku's power pole. It does extend. Okay, so let's get her out here. She's like the skinniest one so far, so I gotta be careful. I do worry. I don't know what they're made out of. It's definitely not plastic. It's too heavy. It's either polystone or something. Or whatever a super dense ceramic material might be. That got hung up. She's got pointy stuff. Okay, so what's going on? What's going on, my hottie? Also, early days cartoon crush, shall we say? I think of all of them so far, I think I like her the least. She looks good. But I think I might like her the least. Her eyes are all like very shifty off to the side. And the weird thing is with the hair, because her hair has the spots in it for some strange reason, She looks funky. I like her, but I think I don't like her as much as the rest. The unitard kind of suit is funny. And once again, she's not overly sexualized because you can tell, while she has some, some female accoutrement, it's not overly done. Okay, so I gotta put the staff into her hand. This goes in this way. Give it a good twist to get it in there. I don't think it's meant to go super far because it is like going back there, though you can't see it over her shoulder. So about halfway. I mean, that looks good with the staff. Okay, so let's put her on the base. Oh, there it goes. All right. Okay, so with the full effect, she looks good. She does look good. Okay. And one thing I'm looking at with the bases is I'm looking to see if there's any obvious way that they would fit together. Because like there's jaggedy edges on a lot of them and it looks very purposeful. So it's like, is there a mating edge, And like I said, because she and Panthro are the smallest with their base and stuff like that, they're the lowest, they would be up front. Tiger is going to be more towards the back. So once again, going to figure out exactly how to do this. So last one, we get the kids, the kittens as they were. All right, get Chitaro's box together here. Whoa. The pen was getting awkward there. And as far as I know, their base lights up as well because they have the Thundercats emblem that they're standing on. Once again, really want to know what kind of batteries. Okay, so everything is contained inside this one. No secret compartment for the base. Okay, this is just that corner. Every time you open it, you just get a face full of stuff. Okay, so as usual, here's the base. That's sexy. Yep, and it does have a hole. See, this one actually comes with the battery cover. The other one was missing. Wait, does it have? No. See, it has a slot like it should have things. So this has a battery cover. Once again, no telling. Funny thing is, I feel like I have batteries for this. Like, it's such a small thing. I might have to... But it's kind of dumb that Lionos was missing the battery cover. I mean, whoop-de-doo, but, that sucks. So, okay, so there's... Oh, this is going to be interesting. There's only one mounting point that I see, and it's here. Interesting. Okay. That's that. Do they mount to each other? Oh, that's not weird. Whoa. Wow, look at that. Wow, that arm is cartoony as hell. Look at that. I figured these would be my least favorite. They're my least favorite characters. Like, the ones you're supposed to relate to because they're also kids, but no, at the same time. They were annoying, let's just be honest. Okay, so there is another peg that I'm just not seeing. Yeah, they were the weird ones because they're orphans. So, like, they are not related to the rest of them, even though the Thundercats are supposed to be royalty. Now, she looks weird. I will say that these two are definitely the strangest. Their arms look like they're made of rubber. Okay, so there's two It shows 2 mounting holes. Oh, they're both right there. Okay. I just couldn't see them. Shite. How do they go? Stay. She goes here, I believe. Looks like that matches up to her foot. Yep. And then, oops. See, like for me, these would have been better on their like skyboard things. Okay, so there's the kiddos, like that. I mean, they look cool by all means, but wow, that's weird looking. Okay, so now, and yeah, that's just, it's weird because they're protruding forward. But this is a very cool base. Brushed metal look, stuff like that, and it's supposed to light up. So once again, hoping I have the batteries for this. I need to look up exactly what it's going to be. What would really be cool is if I could rig this up for power, so that I can just flip a switch, and then when they light up, they light up. So there we go. Hold on, let me the cord's actually hindering me. I'll do the, yeah. At least Lino's is actually very badass. I like the idea that the cat's eyes light up. That's so freaking cool. Okay, so now I need to look at the images and see how to arrange them so that I can plan out the display, because that will determine what I'm going to do in the future. But thanks for watching, guys. This was really cool. This is the most expensive set of things that I've bought that don't move. That's my new bar. Do they move or do they not move? If they do move, cool, I can spend some money on it. But you know, this was my Christmas, birthday, everything present. It's fantastic.